Good afternoon. So it's been kind of an eventful day, but I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, left International Falls, booked it down here because Kayla bought a lawnmower in a neighboring town. So I came down here, picked up a lawnmower, a new to us cub kitty cadet, pup cadet, cub cadet. There she be. Kind of goofy looking, but it runs nice, and the deck runs really well. So, and then I booked it over to the farm, and I finished wheat harvest. I know I had said that, oh, there's our last pass. That was our last full pass. I had about 2 acres that I had planted way after everything else, like 3 weeks after everything else. So that stuff was still pretty green. I made the executive decision to bine it today. I finished the bulk of, Grandpa and I finished the bulk of wheat harvest last, Sunday, I believe. And I finished that little 2-acre patch today. I blew the header off, and I tore the combine apart, blew out the hopper, and parked it in the shed. Done with wheat harvest. There's some weeds and crap that need to be mowed down in the wheat fields. So Grandpa is going to do that. So I gotta hook up the mower, but I need to put the crumbler away. I don't think I'm gonna use that again this year. I know I have a little bit of disking to do, and I like to come behind and crumble after disking, but we'll see. I do have a little strip way in the back here that needs to be planted yet. I was planning on doing just my normal hay mix, but I think I'm just going to disc it, crumble it, and then go out there with my little ATV fertilizer spreader, because it's like an acre, maybe 2 acres, and I'm going to spread grass seed, just grass seed out there. Okay. Oh, air conditioning. Woo! Get that puppy going. Got 3 lawnmowers in this shop right now. When that's on. I got chisel ball bolts. That's another job I'd like to do. Actually, I think I might do that here. There's like a 50% chance of rain for the next several hours. So I've been kind of putting off a lot of the outdoor jobs. I was actually just gonna go sit in the camper, but then it completely stopped. Money. Maybe? Oops, I'm sorry. What's this? A screwed up bolt. Well, that's interesting. Wonder what that's from. I have no idea. Ow! Pinched my fingers. It don't matter. look, baby. There we go. There. And then I don't want this to really sit on the ground, so I need to find the sleeve that goes over the cylinder. That's what I'm trying to say. I need to find the sleeve that goes over the cylinder so I can just throw it on there. There it is. Don't ask. It's sitting on the bin. It's been sitting on the bin since I bought the thing back in, like, I don't remember when. February? March? February maybe? Must have been February. Next to the cap for my 2,000 gallon water tank. Yeah, it's just a cut up chunk of T-post. It came from a livestock producer. I don't like that. That's the sharp and pointy side. Do it that way, maybe. He had it zip tied on when I went to get it. I don't like that any more than the next guy, honestly. That's kind of sketch, but it'll be what it'll be, I guess. I should make a much better one for it. Holy man alive. I did. Ah! I'm gonna go change a couple things here. Be right back. I don't know how much horsepower I'm going to need, but I know it's going to take all 105 ponies to pull 20 feet of chisel plow. That math is right, right? You get, what is that, 5 horses per foot? Yeah, that'll work, I think. No, I just hooked it up to the 2096 to bring it up to the shop because I'm putting all new shovels on this year. Those shovels lasted me 2 years actually, so I'm excited to see what these next shovels get me, because these ones are supposedly, so I got a hold of a company called Wear Parts, and their whole deal is that their parts last longer. So I got a hold of them and I ordered 20, 10 right and 10 left twisted chisel plow teeth. These teeth look a little bit different than the teeth that are on the chisel. So the teeth that are on the chisel, and I see I lost one at some point that I didn't catch, but that tooth is a beaver tail. That one right there is a beaver tail. Beaver tails don't throw as much dirt. Do they work? Yeah, they break up the ground. This one is a spike, or a 2-inch wide chisel. I got my money's worth out of every single one of these shovels. My whole thought, and my thought kind of failed, was the beaver tails would not bury as much residue. Which kind of was the case. It depended on how deep you were plowing. But they liked to wear out fast. They liked to drag residue. And they just didn't flip it. I don't know. It's all personal preference. Grandpa used twisted shovels for like 40 years. But I remember I showed up with just the 2-inch spikes one time. And he was pretty hard on you're not going to like them. Well, I ended up never putting them on. I ended up returning them because I found the beaver tails instead at a parts store further north in Bijou. And then last year, so that was 2 years ago, I decided I did not like the finish that the beaver tails left. So I bought a set of 2-inch spikes, which were just a 2-inch wide pointed chisel. I thought this is gonna work great. No, it didn't work. It didn't work great at all. It actually, I think, what I found last year is it was so dry when I was chisel plowing the first time that it actually pulled up big chunks. I should have stopped chisel plowing the first time and I should have just let it rain. Call her good. But what does a guy do? I found that these would rip up these big chunks, and then they basically accomplished the same thing a beaver tail did. All it did was pull residue around, so I'd have clumps and tufts, and I don't know. I just didn't like the setup. I've been trying to figure out a tillage setup that works for me, and this is not it. Are the twisted shovels it? I don't know. I'm gonna put them on and I'm gonna work it a little bit shallower. Like, I have those buried at about 4 to 6 inches usually. And I think I'm gonna do a little less than 4 with the twisteds. And we'll see what comes of it. I don't know. But it's really personal preference, because you have twisted shovels, you have beaver tails, these are 3-inch heavy twist shovels. Or 3-inch, oh my lord, I can't talk. 3-inch twisted shovels. Those are a 4-inch beaver tail. You can get 4-inch slashers, which they're basically a combo between a beaver tail and a twisted shovel. They're 4 inches wide, they're twisted, and there's one point. And those things move some residue. Like if I were doing a lot of corn, I'd probably pick a 4-inch slasher. And there's many other different kinds. I also looked into getting those wavy coulter blades on the chisel plow instead, and just doing like a vertical till unit. But those are expensive too. By the time you're done paying for them and putting them on, you might as well just buy a vertical till unit. So I don't know. I'm still monkeying around with what I want to do. I know I want to do something different tillage-wise. I don't like full conventional tillage. I don't think it's the best answer. I actually did a little bit of no-till this year in that field, and I'm going to try a little bit more in my field down the road that I own. So I did like a 1-acre piece, and it actually didn't look bad. I guess what I found was everything around it had water hemp in it. That 1 acre, 0 water hemp grew. Is there something to it? I don't know. Okay, I got that job done. So I got all new chisels put on the chisel plow. So that'll work good now. And I had to fix this roller thing because a disc fell, or a drill disc fell on it and cracked it. And then I started kind of cleaning the bench here because it was terrible, and I found that there's a lot of metal filings on it in my hand now, but that's okay. We'll get through it. But yeah, it looks a little bit of a difference there. Looks better. Get it cleaned up anyway because it's disgusting. Doesn't get cleaned for years, and then like this whole thing needs to be taken out of here and pressure washed or something. It's so bad. Or scraped. Like, oh. Yep, there it is. Like, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's terrible. Oh, I need to get this thing out of my hand. Ouch. I can see it. Ah. Wishful thinking if I think that's gonna work. Ouch. The worst part is I'm 99% sure there's not a tweezers in the camper, so. I can see it. I just can't get it. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Well, whatever. Figure it out later. But I'm gonna call that a video. So tomorrow I'm going to go to Fargo or Grandin, look at a piece of equipment that's on auction, see what I think of that. And then I'll get back and I'll start baling straw, probably. Get the 6155 put on the baler, and I'll probably bale till 4 or 5 o'clock. And then I will start stacking. Oh, I gotta move the rest of the bales around too. I forgot about that. I'll get it all done eventually. But tomorrow is Saturday. Then Sunday morning, I'm gonna try my new disc mine. I'm gonna try cutting hay if the weather's cooperating. Who knows if it will or not this year. Oh, the weather's been a pain this year. So, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and wow, you're really close. We will see you in the next one.